My Defender 110 has just been delivered home by the breakdown recovery service. It's broken down, it won't start, and worst of all, it was my wife's first ever trip by herself driving it out, and it started smoking. My Defender 110 rebuild has been a year in the making. I bought a 2004 farm truck, one owner from new, and stripped it right down and built it back up from the ground. New chassis, new suspension, new brakes, pretty much new everything. Honestly, I think there's only 2 bolts left on it that are original. So you can imagine how devastating it was to find out it wasn't working anymore. But that's where we are, and today we're going to dig into the problem and see exactly what's going on. So this is the problem at the moment. If I put the keys in, start the ignition, fuel pump comes on, you can hear that click. And that is what I'm dealing with right now. Now that noise isn't that new to me. It's been happening for about the last 3 weeks or so, and I thought I'd actually fixed it. So it's a starter motor getting a bit stuck, or the solenoid getting a bit stuck on this Defender. The solution was me to lay under it with a hammer and smack it as hard as I could on the starter motor and the solenoid, and it would start again and work. And that's been working for me. Obviously, I wasn't with it this time, and my wife was out somewhere by herself. It broke down. She then tried to fix it by starting it and starting it and starting it. Obviously, it didn't work. I told her, when I called her, lay under it, try and hit the starter motor with anything you've got. That advice didn't go down so well, as you can probably imagine. The RAC came out. They did try and hit the starter motor. No luck. They actually jumped the car, and I think that made it a lot worse because there was smoke pouring out of the bonnet, and I was quite worried the whole car was going to light on fire. It is LRO International, the UK's biggest Land Rover show today, and I'm heading there to pick up a new starter motor for this so we can get it fixed, but I'm also picking up the grille that you guys probably remember from Uproar 4x4. I got a stainless steel grille for this. I'm meeting Bobber County Defenders, Ryan and Lloyd. They've resprayed it. It's ready to go. So let's head over to LRO, come back, get the starter motor fitted on this, and put that new grille on so you guys can see what you think of the new front end of my Defender 110. This is the UK's largest Land Rover show, and I've come here today to pick up a new starter motor for my 110 and also collect my grille, but it's also the perfect chance to get some inspiration for my Defender 90 build. There are Defenders in every shape and style on display, from classic restorations to wild custom builds, plus loads of spare parts, new accessories and loads of new upgrades in the world of Defenders, including these new glow indicators and side lights, which I quite like, but let me know what you think in the comments below. I met Ryan and Lloyd, picked up the grille. Now let's get back to the garage, fit that starter motor, hopefully fix my Defender 110 and get this new grille on. Alongside my Land Rover Defender 110, I also have a Defender 90 that I'm completely rebuilding from scratch. And over half of you that watch my videos don't subscribe. It's completely free to do. Just click the link below, subscribe, and watch the whole journey as we rebuild this Defender 90. So this is a starter that I've gone for. This is a Denso, and I believe these are the original starters that were on the TD5. And so I'm hoping this will be a good quality replacement for my old starter. I believe if you buy the cheap starters, they are quite a lot cheaper, but I believe that these, they don't last very long. £190 these, so they're not cheap, but this is a like-for-like replacement for the starter. It's not a job I really want to have to do again, so I thought I'd get the best equipment possible to do this swap on my TD5. This is a starter motor in situ at the moment. You can see there the power. I've just disconnected the battery, and that's what we're going to be swapping today. Now I believe it's not too much of a bad job. I just think getting that top bolt is not that easy. So one here, and then one right over the top of it, which we've got to reach around to do. This is a really cool bit of kit. I actually got this from Temu, and if you put it on, it's called an industrial endoscope. And basically, it's this massive line here that you can use to look at pretty much anything. We are now in the engine of my TD5. I've taken off the engine cover bit, and if I point this down here, so that is the nut we're going to get to, and I reckon if we get a tool down there, should be able to probably get to it. I'm going to be very honest with you, this is a really difficult job, and not because it is actually difficult, but the access is terrible. This is a starter motor here, and you can see one nut there has been removed, another one you can probably just see at the bottom there has been removed, so both of those, but there's one more that sits on the top, and it is so hard to get that off. And a lot of people say there are quite a few TD5s rolling around without a top nut on their starter motor, and I'm starting to realize exactly why. Starter motor, you can see there, I've managed to get that on the top nut now. I'm not joking when I say this, but I've been doing this for about 2 hours now, maybe 3, and I've actually loosened that nut. I'm so happy that I think, judging on that sound, that I'm loosening this nut on that top bolt. If that is the case, I've actually managed to take it off. And this nut is no joke, about 3 hours work to get off, but I've finally done it. And it looks as though the starter motor has now fallen off the underneath, which is exactly what I wanted to happen. This is the whole starter motor and solenoid unit. Let's get this out of here. So here is the old starter motor unit. My brand new unit, looking very clean and shiny. So that's what we're going to be fitting back on. So it should be quite simple. I say this, I said that before about this, but getting the back on in the same place, trying to get that top nut on, hopefully with my weird contraption of an extension tool, that's going to make it a bit easier. See here, new starter. Managed to get that nut on here as well. So, moment of truth, battery is all connected now. Everything else is, let's see if it actually works. He's so happy if it actually works. Okay, fuel pump, you ready? How sharp is that work as well? Listen to it again. So pleased with that. We did it! Do not go anywhere, because now it's time to fit that grille that so many of you hated when I first introduced it on the channel. But let's fit that now and see if I can change your mind. Many of the Land Rover purists hate the fact I was putting an aircon grille on a non-aircon Defender, but this is a style I've always liked, the boxy, chunky frame at the front of a Defender. I kept the original grille in the raw stainless finish that Scott from Uproar finished it in, and got this new heritage style badge from LRO that I think will fit perfectly in the centre. We have that on now. Looks great. Let's go and put it inside the grille surround now. That is the badge on now. I actually picked this badge up at LRO from a stand called Emberton Imperial, and the guys in there actually recognised me. They watched the channel and had seen the build. I told them this was going to be for the new 110. So thank you so much to Emberton Imperial for supplying me with the badge. I think it looks absolutely brilliant on. Let's go put it on the front of my 110. I am so pleased with how that looks. Let me shut this so we can sit properly. That is my new grille on my Defender, and I'm really pleased, particularly those new bolts I changed there. Looks so much better, but really pleased with how that looks and how it ties in with everything else, with all the stainless fittings. It just looks like it was meant to be part of this design originally, and particularly how you get this bonnet line that kind of flows through. I just think that looks absolutely amazing. So I'm really pleased with that. It's exactly what I wanted this vehicle to look like from the beginning. Interested to hear what you guys think of that. What do you think? Does it work now? Have you changed your mind since seeing it on compared to what it was before? Let me know in the comments below. So my Defender is now fixed, it's back on the road, and it's working again with that new starter motor, and it's got its new grille, which I absolutely love. And that's the thing with Defenders, right? They are what you make of them. After being at LRO this weekend, there are so many different styles of Defenders, and really, they're one of the only vehicles you can really customize to the point where it's completely yours. And that's exactly what I'm intending to do with my 110, and also my 90 that is getting built. If you haven't already, subscribe, follow the journey on my 90, and I'll see you guys very soon.